Good evening and welcome to Your News Now Sports. I'm Dwayne Scott. A busy day in state competition, not only on the hardwood, but also on the mats, as it's day 2 of the state wrestling tournament from the Schottenstein Center. Our Tony Quach and Dylan Tyson are back with more coverage and highlights from Columbus. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Dwayne. It's day 2 of the 2024 State Wrestling Tournament, and we had plenty of quarterfinals, semifinals, and consolation matches. And believe it or not, we had 21 local athletes across 14 area schools still fighting for a spot on the podium.
And Tony, in order to get on one of those 8 platforms, all you got to do this weekend is win 2 matches. Now, yesterday, we showed you guys everyone winning their first. Today, we had 10 more athletes pick up that second.
We'll start off with D3. It's Edward Keston of St. John's wrestling in his consolation match. We're tied up at 1 in overtime, and the sophomore scores a takedown for the 2. He wins this match 3-1, and we'll be back in action wrestling for 7th place tomorrow. Then in the 144, Allen East freshman Jordan Neal establishes control for the takedown in this consolation match. And he's not done yet, folks. Just seconds later, Neal with a pinfall victory in 1:54. We'll be back in action tomorrow in the Consti semis. Our last local D3 grappler is Indian Lakes Owen Pummel. Pummel gets the 2 for the near fall to win 5-1. He does fall in his next match, which means he'll wrestle in tomorrow's consolation semis. And Dylan, what about our other wrestlers from Division 2?
And Tony, a lot of first-place contenders in this bracket, starting with St. Mary's Tate Heisey. The 126-pound junior picks up where he left off with a pin in the final seconds of the first period. And after a 4th-place finish last year, tomorrow, Heisey will be the first Rough Rider ever to compete in the final round. And not long after, his junior classmate would join him, Bo Hertenstein, with the reversal on his way to a winning decision in the quarterfinals. And then a shutout victory in the semis sends Hertenstein to the title bout. Over to the rival Salina Bulldogs, Zach Grieber in the consolations throws his man to the mat for the takedown and a near fall, part of a 15-6 major decision for the senior, who's going to wrestle for 7th tomorrow. And for the WBL champs, Wapak, Jason Nouse's dominance in the 215 continues. The takedown and the near fall caps off a 22-6 tech fall, and the former 7th place finisher will wrestle for 1st to end his senior season.
And now over to the girls. Finley's Lainey Oliver with a bear hug takedown. She gets the pinfall in 2 minutes, 42 seconds. One of 3 straight pinfall victories for her this weekend, and that sets up a rematch for the title in tomorrow's finale. Then we have a battle of Logan County foes as Benjamin Logan's Reagan Heights, turning her opponent over and getting the shoulders pinned in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, had to go on a wrestle in the consolation semis.
And Tony, with that, we have an understanding of who all is left fighting in the top 8. So tomorrow, on the 3rd and final day of the tournament, we'll see exactly where everyone finishes their season.
It's hard to believe that tomorrow is the final day of the wrestling season. It has come and gone, but be sure to tune in tomorrow. Reporting from Columbus, I'm Tony Quach. He's Dylan Tyson. Dwayne, back to you.
Thanks, guys. We have one more wrestler who will continue his journey tomorrow. Out of the 132 weight class, it's Division II Mason Ducat picked up a tech fall victory in the consolation brackets. Today, Ducat will wrestle for 7th place tomorrow.